Guys, today I'm super excited to be looking at the Lark 150 Duo wireless microphone setup from Hollyland. Now, this is an amazing piece of kit. Why? Find out in just a few seconds. What's up YouTube? Dave here with Seeing Through a Lens, and thanks for stopping by the channel. We make lifestyle videos and all things tech, so if that's your kind of thing, then please consider subscribing to the channel and clicking on that bell icon so you can be notified of new videos. Yes guys, this is the Hollyland Lark 150 Duo. Now, as a content creator and filmmaker, I see a lot of gear. Some of it is good, some of it is bad, and some of it is mighty impressive. And this Lark 150 is in the impressive category. I was a big fan of Rode. In fact, I used the Rode NTG mic to record all of my static YouTube videos. And for on the go, I always used the Rode Wireless Go setup. But after 2 sets of Wireless Goes, I sent them back. And I was actually waiting for the DJI mics, the wireless mics, to be released. Why? Well, I didn't really feel that the sound of the Rode was that great. And you know what, it was okay, but I also used a Zoom recorder, and when I was recording wireless from the Rode Wireless Go into the Zoom, it kind of introduced this strange frequency sound in the recordings, and after several attempts to speak to Rode support, I got no help. But I've got to say, spoiler alert, these Lark 150s don't do that. There is no strange frequency sound when recording into the Zoom recorder, and that's a good thing. Now, before we take a look at these in any detail and test them out, let's take a quick look in the box. Now, packaging is solid. Open the box and you've got some instructions, a bag full of goodies which includes 2 lav mics, a TRS to TRS cable, a TRS to TRS-S cable, a USB A to C charging cable, and a couple of windsocks, which I'm going to talk about in just a minute. Now, you've also got a nice substantial charging box. This thing is solid. And if you look around the charging box, you've got an LED on the front, and well, that shows you charging, of course, and you've got a USB-C socket to plug the charging cable in on the back. Now, open this up and you are greeted with a really nice compact setup of 1 receiver and 2 transmitters, as this is the Lark 150 Duo. There is also a single where you only have 1 and 1, but this is the Duo that we're talking about. Now, taking a look at the transmitters, there is a clip for attaching this to your clothing. There's also a built-in mic, a socket to plug in the supplied lav mic, and you've got 2 lights which show you power and link. Now, the power LED is green and that's for normal operation, yellow for charging and red for low battery. And the link light is solid blue for connected and flashing blue for not connected or disconnected. And you also have a yellow LED, or it shines yellow, for mute. Now, on the other side, you have a button which, when pressed once quickly, this mutes the transmitter, and if you keep it pressed for around 6 to 8 seconds, this powers the mic up or down. Now, the receiver can handle 2 transmitters, and it has 2 knobs and a colour screen, which shows both input levels as well as battery status and what you're recording for both channels, or rather both microphones. You can also see the recording mode that you're using, which is either stereo, mono, or safety track. Safety track? What's that? Well, we'll talk about that in just a minute. And it also shows you signal strength and recording volume. So pretty full display of information. Now, you also have LEDs on top of the knobs. That shows you if you're connected to a transmitter or not. If you're pushing the knobs, this also mutes the transmitter. Now, on the side, you have a line out jack to connect the receiver to your camera. And on the other side, you have a monitor port where you can connect headphones to real-time monitor the audio of the recording. So that's kind of cool also. We've all been there. We think we're recording something, and you know what? we don't get anything. So it's quite nice to have that so you can monitor and know that you're actually recording. Also, you've got a power button, but again, like the transmitters, taking the receiver out of the charging case powers these things up and down anyway, so that's pretty cool. So you very rarely are going to need to power on, power off. Oh, and about that charging case, it's pretty cool because it also charges all of the devices and it also pairs all of the devices, so there's no complex pairing routine. And if you press the mute button on the receiver while it's in the case, it will show you the battery status of all 3 devices and the case, and that's pretty neat too. And speaking of battery life, the transmitters last for about 4 hours and the receiver for about 7.5 hours. So that's a lot of talk time. And you can pop them back in the case for a top up while moving between speakers. And guys, the charging case has enough juice to fully charge all 3 devices, more than twice. So that is pretty damn useful. Now, if you want to know about charging times, so how long it's going to take you to charge each of the devices from the box, well, the transmitters take around 45 minutes and the receiver about an hour, and that's from flat. And the case, if you want to charge the case up, well, that's going to take around 2.5 hours to fully charge it. And that's not bad at all. Now, we already talked about mono and stereo recording, but what about that safety track? Well, this is the mode that I always record in, as both transmitters give you a mono mix on one channel, and the other channel, it gives you the same mix, but recorded at -6 dB. And let me tell you, when you are filming or recording something and you get a bang or a crash or some noise that causes your audio levels to peak or distort, having this safety track allows you to get to the audio without having to go back and record. And this feature has definitely saved me quite a number of times. So let's do a quick test to see how this Lark 150 Duo sounds. I'm going to test the Lark 150 audio into my Zoom recorder and then compare that with the Rode NTG, and I'll play both recordings back to you guys so you can be the judge. So guys, this is the actual recording using the Lark 150 Duo transmitter, so one of the transmitters, just using the microphone that's built into the unit. So let's see how that sounds. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch these over. So we're recording into the Zoom recorder. I'm going to switch it over to the Rode NTG mic, and let's do a little comparison. So let's just switch this over. Unplug that. That probably made a horrible sound. And now I'm using the Rode NTG microphone, and that's the comparison. So both of these devices, both of these microphones are going into the Zoom recorder, and let's see what that sounds like. And don't forget guys, the added benefit of one of these is I don't have to be anywhere near the camera. So guys, there you go. The recordings are very, very good. Remember, this is, you know, a small compact device that is really, really easy to use, and the quality is amazing, and I'm really impressed with these. And the thing about the windsock that I told you about earlier is that other windsocks, like on the Rode, it was like this flimsy little clip thing that kind of bent and you're trying to put it on. This is way more substantial. Look at that. It's got a prong that actually clicks in to the hole here, and that clips on, and that is solid. That is like 5 seconds to put that on, less than that, and that is solid, and it's not going anywhere. I'm impressed with that. The Rode ones were terrible. So guys, that just about wraps this one up. This is a serious piece of kit. I can tell you now that if you're on the go, or you're making product videos, or videos where you have to be away from the camera, or you want to mix in 2 sound sources, you want to record 2 people in an interview, mix them together in post, this is absolutely amazing. Guys, I'll leave any links to this product and any discount codes in the description. And guys, if you've got any comments or questions, you know what to do with those. And that's it. Please subscribe, guys. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It does make a difference. And guys, thanks to Hollyland for sending me these to review. Really impressed. And guys, thanks to you for watching. If you have any comments, questions, please leave them in the comments section. I'm Dave with Seen Through a Lens, and I'll see you the next time. Bye for now.